Hello lovely people, how are you all doing today? I hope you're well. I'm okay, bit chilly but I'm going to get working, so hopefully that will warm me up. I've got a job to do today. The bath taps, oh good grief. This was a job I had scheduled for January next year. However, I don't know if you can, like, where the post goes up that the shower attachment comes out of, it's like it's melted. I don't know if I can get you in closer to see. Can you see what a jaunty angle that's at? It's not supposed to be over to the side. It had started ever so slightly leaking, so I put gaffer tape on it, and I thought, I know I have to get these taps swapped out. I'm really glad that it was about the middle of August. I went on a hunt for taps then. If you remember, I had a day out that was unsuccessful. It ended up in a pub for a pint to drown my sorrows. But then I've managed to get a set online. Brilliant. They were delivered. We're going to go through to the living room in a minute and go and look at all my bits and bobs and parts. When they arrived, I did a quick look to make sure all the bits are in there. Yes, haven't touched it since. And like I said, this was going to be a job for January. However, that post, what's it made from? It's supposed to be made from metal. I think it's made from soap because it's just gone, and I can run the taps. That's not an issue. But as soon as I went to use the sort of the shower attachment, which, usually just rinse off hair, or to clean the bath, rinse the bath off after I've cleaned it. I went to do it the other day and it was like, just fountain all over the bathroom. So yeah, I need to get on with it. Weirdly, I feel a bit nervous about it. It ought to be a straightforward job, but I don't know, just the year I'm having with things breaking and things being really difficult to get sorted, like, the whole palaver over the blimmin' washing machine of it. I'm just a bit nervous that something's not going to go right with it. I won't be able to undo a bolt, whatever it is, not, a nut. But I'm going to have a go myself because that's what you do when you're frugal. You try it yourself before you get, someone in who you have to pay to do it. Try it yourself. Now, with plumbing, I would always say, if you've never done any, if you're not sure, do it with a friend who knows what they're doing, who can show you. So I actually put these taps in myself, so I've got a bit of a clue. It's just, I don't know, as I get older, I just get more nervous about these things. I don't know why. I definitely feel in the last few years I've lost my confidence when it comes to tackling my DIY projects. It's weird, I don't know. Anyway, right, instead of waffling in the bathroom, let's go and check out all my bits and bobs of kit. And then, please, can everyone right now cross your fingers and keep them crossed for the rest of this video, please? Right, so my bits and bobs of kit. I've got a little pile of tea towels, obviously for any drips. I've got string and some scissors. I probably won't need this, but it's just in case, because when I take the taps off the wall, where I've got the I've forgotten what the name is. I used to know all this stuff, but the sort of stretch of connect, the supply pipe, the bendy bit, I don't want that to sort of disappear back into the wall, so I've got the string handy in case I need to sort of tie it around the end of those things and hold it through on my side of the wall. Screwdriver for turning my isolators to the off position to turn my water off. Adjustable spanner. This is the main thing. And then, of course, my little box of tricks. So, in here I have got, check all the bits. Like I said, when it, there's a knot in there. When it first arrived, I did quickly pull everything out to make sure it's all there. Okay, so that's the rest for the shower and the outlet for the shower pipe. That's the shower bit. Okay, so that's the shower. Then obviously that's the new set of taps. So that will go on there. What else? A couple of boxes. Oh, I think this must be the shower head. Yeah, shower head. Hello. No, sorry, Vivi can't come to the phone at the moment. She's busy stressing about changing her taps out. And then there should be my gubbins. Ah, yes, so these will go on, I'm presuming these will go, I probably have to take that nut off, and then they will slot on like that just to kind of finish it off against the wall. Two of those. Ah, yes, so the unions. So one will go to my supply pipe and the other will go to the tap. It's got a funny name, this union. I can't remember. It's something like funky union or weird union. I can't remember. I'll look that up and tell you. And then my little washer with a tea strainer. I can't remember where it goes. I'm hoping that the old ones have got it on. Does it go on there? It's too big for that. I can't remember. Oh, I think it's maybe like that where I've got my supply coming in. I think it goes like that. It just means that if there's any sort of particles, debris in the pipe, it stops them coming in to the tap section, because then it would muck up the little mechanism that diverts the water either out of the spout or up into the shower. And then the destructions. So, wall mounted basin, pillar mounted bath. Ah, okay, so here we go. Wall mounted bath mix. Ah, it's called an eccentric union. So it's, oh, and I had it the wrong way round. So that's from my water supply, the smaller one. The bigger one is to the taps. So it's not called a funky union or a weird union. It's called an eccentric union. Oh, ceiling washers. I wonder, is the washer in here? That's not coming off. I don't see any washers. Oh lordy. Oh yeah, here, oh no. I was going to say I don't see any washers, but except for the tea strainers. Oh, that one's got its washer. That's got its washer already in there. Can you make that out, that black ring in there? It's showing on the picture washers at, sorry, it's showing washers at either end of the eccentric junctions. No, there's no washer in there. Do I need to go out and buy washers? You would think it would be complete, wouldn't you? Oh, there's a washer in here. Oh, there's two. Ah, yeah. There's a couple of washers inside with the shower hose, and obviously it's not for the hose because, where did I say? Yeah, there's a washer there already. What I'm going to do, I'm going to unpack. Obviously I've unpacked it now. This is one of my little tips and hints to anybody and everybody doing a little bit of DIY themselves. When you've got your, let me show you, I mean, it's the instructions are really tiny. That's my instructions. So what I will do, I'm going to turn the camera off in a sec. I'm going to lay all my bits on the table as the drawing, as far as I can. Obviously it's going to be in a slightly different dimension, just to double check that I've got everything I need before I start, because what I don't want to do is get these taps off and then find, oh no, there's something missing, whatever. The fact is, if I give this a go and I can't do it and I do need to get a plumber in, I'll have to put these back on, because at least the taps work, even if the shower bit doesn't. Right, let's have a go. Right, well it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Turn your water off. All your inlets should have an isolator. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Hang on a tick, I'm going to have to move you. This is going to be clunky. Oh, sorry, wobble wobble. So you see up here where the loo is, and you can see, sorry, I'm wobbling on tiptoes. Can you see how the middle of that sort of screw thing is pointing upwards? That means the water can flow up and into the loo. Then you turn it horizontal. Sorry, that wasn't terribly in focus up there. It's because I've got the camera in on zoomed in. So with that bar, the screw, you saw it going vertically. You turn it around with the screwdriver so it's horizontal, and that's to represent it blocks the flow of water. So I didn't originally, in the bathroom, I didn't have any isolators originally from the original conversion. I think that's probably illegal now. But yeah, every single inlet, so cold water, hot water, same with the sink, same with the loo, they now all have isolators. And it just means that if, rather than turning off the entire water supply to the flat, I can just isolate one tap, whatever it is. You know, if the loo was to break, start flooding, whatever, I can just turn that isolator off, so I've still got my tap water. Anyway, yeah, so the water's off, and oh, do you know what I'll do first? I'm just going to open the taps just to make sure. So taps are open. Obviously there's going to be a little tiny bit of water probably sitting in the pipes anyway, so we'll just put the cloth down, because the bath is freestanding. You can see here it's not sealed, so I don't want water running down the wall and getting into the floor down there. Right, wish me luck. Lefty loosey. Lefty loosey, very, very gently. Let's do them both at the same time. Oh, I can't get them. Why won't the spanner go around that nut? Is that nut slightly bigger? That's annoying. Okay, we'll do this one. Lefty loosey. Actually, it's probably, once it gets to finger loose, yeah. Let me just open up my spanner a bit to get this side. Lefty loosey. I'm being really tentative. Lefty loosey. I might actually have to sit in the bath. I'm stretching. Hang on, let's climb in the bath. Oh, blah. Oh, right. That's better. Oh, I'm like milking a cow now. Okay. Ah, yes, good. I can see now. Do you remember I was saying about those? They're like the washers with the tea strainers. That's what I was hoping to see, to remind me where my old ones had been, because I couldn't remember. But I'm going to just put it down carefully in the bath so as not to scratch. Now these. Oh. The thing is, oh lordy, I think these went on when the paint was still possibly not completely cured. Right, so, ooh, bath's tipping up. This is, what would we call it, the eccentric union. So I need to unscrew this. I need to bring my my pipe out of the wall to get to it. I think it's going to be a bit more fiddly than I anticipated. Oh, that one won't budge. Oh, give me a second. Also, just to quickly say, because there are these two little screws, I'm going to just quickly put my little plug T-strainer type thing in the plug hole, just in case I drop a screw out of here. I'm not going to lose it down the plug hole. Right, this is going to take a bit of work, so come back shortly and hopefully I'll have got it off. Well, I have to get it off because I have to change my taps. Good grief. I am both an idiot and a genius. It just occurred to me that the unions, the eccentric unions, there's nothing wrong with the unions and the supply pipes. It was just the tap set. And I suddenly thought, I bet those unions are a standard size. And they are. So, I just saved myself a heap of bother. Attach the new taps to the old unions. So in go the little T-strainers. Is it going to work? Oh, please work. Is that, I feel like that's crossing, the threads are crossing. Damp fingers don't help. Is it? Well, once I can feel on the left-hand side it's threading on. Oh, fiddlesticks. Right. I may not be a genius after all. Let's just loosen that one off as well. You know what I was saying about straightforward? Please work, please work, please work. Right, give me a few minutes, see if I can get this on. Last couple of turns. Whew. I feel like I can still see a bit of thread. What I'm wondering is, these covers that came with the new one, do they stand slightly more proud? Oh, goodness me. I think what I'll do is, let's get the shower on. Oh, clunk, clunk. Oh no, I need the stand. Yeah, what I'm going to do is just pop the shower on. Oh no, do that afterwards, otherwise I'll have nowhere to turn. Oh no, I don't need anywhere to turn. Ultimately, the only way to check it is turn the water back on. There we go. Excuse me. Just make sure it's Make sure it's, you can't see from that bit, can you? I'm just adjusting it so this is sitting parallel with the wall, because I'm a neat freak. Righty tighty. Okay, I'm going to go and turn the water back on, which means going out of this room and round the other side, because the isolators are in the wall on the other side. And yeah, let's keep fingers crossed. This, you know, I don't want to jinx myself, but that seemed too easy. So please, once again, everyone, can you all cross your fingers for me? Please, please, please. Right. Water's back on. Moment of truth. Oh, that's the cold. I did, of course, just have a quick practice before I turned the camera on. That's the hot. No, not a drop. Let's just try the shower. Yay! Oh, it feels lovely. This has got a really gorgeous glide to it. This feels like a much better set than I had on there originally. And the main thing with this, and why I wanted to swap it out, do you remember I was saying about how, you can see here, the bath isn't, there's no seal. It's a freestanding bath. Look, I can I can move it around. The old tap, the spout, first it didn't come very far out of the wall, and it slightly lipped back. So when I was running the bath, the water was going here, and therefore down the back. Imagine a bath's worth of water going down the back. It's gonna end up in my neighbour's flat downstairs. Now I've dealt with that by I put flannel, whatever here, and sort of try and bounce the water up. Anyway, that's not something I wanted to say to a buyer, to say, oh, by the way, there's a problem with the tap, and every time you run a tap or the shower, you're going to have to do X, Y, and Z to stop the neighbour's flat from flooding. That's not a really good selling pitch, is it? So this one, I'm just going to move that away and run it again. Look at that. It's all going straight into the bath. There's one tiny splash there. But yeah. Yay! Oh, I splashed the camera. Hang on a sec. It turns up the opposite way of my old taps. Oh, I'm so relieved. I am so relieved. And they look rather lovely. Hang on, let me bring you around so you've got a slightly, I'll show you a square on view. There we go. Done. Done, 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 done. Yeah, I'm really, really happy. Both, well, hang on, let's have a little sit down. Oh, I'm just going to give you oops, tripod's in the way. I want to give you a side view so you can see how far that tap projects over the lip of the bath, but not so far that you knock your knees on it when you're in the bath. Oh, thank heavens for that. Woohoo! Oh my goodness, I am so happy to get that job done. For a number of reasons, actually. I'm glad to get it done because I need it done for me, for my bathing and hair washing, what have you. I needed it done. I'm glad to get it done from the point of view of now when I come to sell the flat, it's not one of those kind of like, oh, it's not an outstanding job, and it's not a sort of an awkward feature that I'm going to have to tell the prospective buyer, by the way, this tap is a bit of a cock up, you're going to have to, don't have to do that. But more than anything, I am relieved that that job has gone, touch wood, I don't see how anything can go wrong now, it's gone without a hitch. It was actually really, really easy to do. And I think it was that moment, here we've got I've forgotten its name, I want to call it a wonky union, eccentric union. Just in that moment of thinking, hang on, surely these are standard, I don't need to change this, use what's already there. Whew, that made the job so much easier. Yeah, so I'm relieved, apart from anything else, that now I'm not going to bed each night thinking, oh, I've got to do that job tomorrow or, whenever. I've got to do that job on Saturday. I'm dreading it. I bet it's going to go wrong. Everything goes wrong for me. I'm kidding. But just having it hanging over me and the dread of doing it in case it doesn't work and I've got to get a plumber out. We've had a plumber out already. I think you might have seen the video by now already when I was mentioning about pipes in the hallway. And actually he was really reasonably priced, did a great job. So I did have a backup plan. That's the other thing, isn't it, when you're doing something like this? What's your backup plan? Make sure you've got a backup plan. But you know what? The biggest lesson in all of this is, I'm so relieved, I'm giddy, I feel like I want a glass of champagne now. I know that seems ridiculously over the top, but you know, when you're on your own and things need doing, and when everything lands in my lap, sometimes it gets a bit much and you think, I just wish there was someone else around to share the stress with or share the worry with or whatever. But the big lesson learned is, firstly, you know what, don't put a job off that needs doing. Get it done so that it's out of your head and you're not worrying about it. But also, trust yourself. You know, if you've got an even slightly logical brain, if you've got a set of instructions and a brain, you can probably have a go yourself. But with that caveat that with plumbing, if there's any doubt whatsoever, don't do it yourself, because a leak can be an absurdly costly fix down the line. And it might be a leak that's a really slow leak that, you know what, maybe you don't realise, and maybe you move house and in 5 years' time it's discovered that all the stud work is rotten because of a leak. I have access into the stud work, so I can check. Yay! Right, I don't have anything fizzy to drink, but I'm going to go and, I don't know what can I have? I might go and get a can of Coke to celebrate and be even more buzzy whizzy. All right, my lovelies, I'm so happy that job's done. I'm happy the job is done. I'm happy this new set of taps is better than the old set and that it juts out further, so there are no issues for the future owner of this property. And I'm glad it went straightforwardly, and I'm glad I didn't swear on camera. All right, lovelies. I'll see you all again really soon. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Try it yourself. You know, there are probably jobs around the house that you can do that you think you can't. Do a bit of Googling, do a bit of research, whatever, and then have a go. Until the next time. Cheerio, and it really is a cheerio today.